What if I told you that right now, India is sitting on one of the biggest opportunities in the world when it comes to AI? Like Microsoft just put in $17.5 billion, Google put in $15 billion, Amazon put in $12.7 billion. And that's just three companies. The total foreign money coming into India's AI space is already crossing $70 billion. So on paper, it looks amazing, right? India is about to become this big AI superpower. But the question nobody is really asking out loud is India actually ready for all of this? Or are we just celebrating announcements while the real work is still not done? Hello and welcome back to the channel. So India is genuinely making some big moves in AI right now. The government has plans, companies are putting in serious money, and there's a lot of excitement around it. But here's the other side of it. India's own government body, Niti Aayog, is warning that AI could wipe out up to 2 million jobs in India's tech sector by 2031 if nothing is done. And a study found that only 1 in 10 Indian business leaders feel their current setup is actually ready for AI. So there are two very different stories happening at the same time right now. And today, let's be honest about both of them. So let's start with the money, because honestly, the numbers are hard to ignore. Microsoft committed $17.5 billion to India over 4 years, from 2026 to 2029. And this wasn't just a press release or something. Satya Nadella, their CEO, actually came to India in December 2025 and sat down with PM Modi to announce this personally. They called it Microsoft's single biggest investment anywhere in Asia. That's a big deal. Then Google came in with $15 billion over 5 years. And they didn't just make an announcement and leave. They actually started building India's first big AI hub in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. Think of it like a giant facility where thousands of computers run AI systems all day and night. 3 of these are being built across India in partnership with Adani and Airtel. But it's not just these two. Amazon also committed $12.7 billion through 2030, with $8.3 billion of that going specifically to Maharashtra. And even from India's own side, Reliance Industries is building a massive data center in Gujarat using NVIDIA's best AI chips, with an investment of around $20 to $30 billion. And then, the Indian government launched the India AI mission with a budget of 10,300 crore rupees, which is roughly $1.2 billion. The plan is to set up 500 AI labs across the country, 80 research centers, and support AI work even in smaller cities and towns, not just the big metros. Oh, and Stanford University, which is one of the top tech universities in the world, ranked India 3rd globally for AI. So the confidence is real and the money is actually coming in. But here's what I think is the more important question. What is India building for itself? Because that tells you a lot more about where this is headed. So this is something that honestly doesn't get talked about enough. The government isn't just sitting back waiting for foreign companies to do everything. They're trying to build their own thing too. In June 2025, India launched BharatGen AI. This is India's own AI model, built with Indian money, trained on Indian data, and it works in 22 Indian languages like Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, and more. It can understand text, voice, and images. Basically, think of it like India's own version of ChatGPT, but made for how we actually speak and the problems we actually face. That's genuinely useful. The government also gave 988 crore rupees to IIT Bombay to build a really powerful AI model. Without getting too technical, this is the kind of serious research project that puts India in the same conversation as America and China. That matters. They're also funding the next generation of people. 500 PhD students, 5,000 master's students, and 8,000 undergrads are getting support specifically to work on AI. And there's a program called India AI Future Skills that's training people across the country, not just in big cities. So the effort is real. India doesn't just want to host foreign AI companies, it wants to build its own capability. But honestly, when you look at what actually exists on the ground today, The picture is a bit more complicated than these announcements suggest, and that's what we need to talk about. So here's the stuff that doesn't make it into the headlines. IBM did a study in November 2025 and found that only 1 in 10 Indian business leaders said their current setup fully supports their AI needs. Just 1 in 10. And only 4% of Indian companies have proper systems in place to handle the risks that come with AI. So most companies are using AI without really knowing how to manage it properly. That's a real problem. Then there's the people problem. Demand for AI talent in India is growing at 25 to 35% every year, but we're not training enough people fast enough to keep up. One study estimates India could need around 350 million AI skilled workers by 2030. That's an enormous number, and we're nowhere near having that pipeline ready. There is also something that really doesn't get enough attention. India's share of new AI inventions and patents, basically official proof that someone created something new in AI, fell from around 8 to 10% back in 2010 all the way down to under 5% by 2023. So while America and China are inventing more every year, India is actually falling behind in terms of real innovation. And that matters a lot for the long run. And physically, building all these AI facilities needs 2 things above everything else: space and electricity. A lot of it. Studies say India needs to build an extra 45 to 50 million square feet of space and generate a huge amount of additional power, basically enough to light up several big cities just to keep up with AI demand by 2030. That's a massive amount of building that has to happen very fast. So the foreign money is coming in, yes, but India's own readiness needs to seriously catch up. And the most uncomfortable part of all of this, the thing people don't like to say out loud, is what AI is already doing to jobs in India right now. So this one hits close to home for a lot of people because it's already happening. India's IT industry is massive. Millions of people work in it. For decades, it's been the dream path for so many families. Finish engineering, get a tech job, build a stable life. That's been the plan for a generation. But Niti Aayog released a report in October 2025 saying that in the worst case, AI could remove up to 2 million tech jobs by 2031 in just 5 years. And their CEO said it plainly: if you do nothing, you will lose jobs. And those 2 million jobs support an ecosystem of maybe 20 to 30 million other people. So the actual impact is much bigger than just the number. And we're already seeing it start. TCS, India's biggest IT company, announced around 12,000 job cuts in the financial year 2026. That's 2% of their entire workforce. But here's the thing people need to understand. It's not just about how many jobs disappear, it's about which jobs disappear. The basic coding work, back office tasks, data entry, these are the entry-level jobs that fresh graduates have always used to get into the industry. And AI is doing exactly those jobs now. So the first step on the career ladder that millions of young Indians have depended on is being slowly pulled away. Now, yes, new jobs will be created too. Industry estimates suggest AI could create around 14 million new roles. But those jobs need very different, more advanced skills. Skills most people don't have yet. And that gap between what's disappearing and what's being created is honestly the biggest tension in India's whole AI story right now. And that leads us to the real question of where India actually stands. Okay, so let's just be honest about the full picture here. India has real strengths, the largest pool of young English-speaking engineers in the world, a market of 1.4 billion people, a government that is genuinely pushing on this, and global companies actively choosing India as a place to build AI. One study says AI could add over $500 billion to India's economy by 2030. That is a genuinely massive opportunity. But the gaps are also real. Not enough homegrown research, not enough trained people, not enough physical infrastructure, not enough power, and not enough speed in training people across the whole country. These aren't small things to fix. They take years. And honestly, India is not going to out-research the US or China in AI anytime soon. That's just the reality right now. But here's the thing. India doesn't need to win that race to win the bigger opportunity. Because what India can genuinely become is the world's AI execution hub, the place where AI solutions actually get built and deployed for 1 billion people. No other country can do that quite the same way. But to get there, the gaps need to close fast. And I mean actually fast, because this window is not going to stay open forever. So look, at the end of the day, India has everything it needs to win this race. The talent is here, the ambition is here, the money is coming in, but wanting to be an AI superpower and actually becoming one are two very different things. The countries that lead in AI won't just be the ones who attracted the most investment, they'll be the ones who built real skills, fixed real gaps, and moved fast enough to matter. And honestly, that starts with us, with people like you who are already trying to understand this space and stay ahead of it. That's actually why we run workshops where we break down exactly how you can use AI in your own work and life in a practical way, not just theory. Because the world is moving fast and the best time to learn this stuff is right now. The link is in the description. Go check it out. So what do you think? Will India actually pull this off? Will we become a real AI superpower? Or will we look back 10 years from now and wonder what we did with this opportunity? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.